Welcome to Digital Story Time. Today we will be reading interesting stories with grade 2 learners and can be enjoyed by everyone. Each story has a title, a body, questions, and a glossary for you to learn new words and signs. We hope you enjoy. Welcome.
First man and first woman. Long, long ago, when the earth was new, great mountains covered the world like a blanket, and tall trees spiked the sky. In this world, there was a deep dark pool, silent and cold. At the bottom of this pool were two snakes. One had thick, strongly patterned coils, and the other was smaller and more delicate. Then one day, there was a great storm. A flash of lightning pierced right to the bottom of the pool. The waters parted for a moment. The snake saw the earth above, full of colors and shapes and feathered creatures. When the waters closed again, the snakes could not forget the beauty they had seen. "We cannot stay in this dark, cold pool any longer," they said to each other. "Let us go up and see the earth above." "How will we live on earth?" said the smaller snake. "Will we crawl on our bellies?" "The birds of the air will not laugh at us for being so slow," said her friend. "We will not crawl, we will walk." Very slowly, the snakes uncoiled themselves. Close together, they began to swim up to the light above. And as they reached the surface of the water, a strange thing happened. The tips of their tails split into two. They grew limbs with feet and toes. From just beneath their heads, grew 2 arms with hands and fingers. They were no longer snakes, but man and woman. We will make our home in the hills, said the woman. Each morning we will see the sun rise and feel it warm on our backs. We will look after the grass and the trees, said man, and be friend with bird and beast. Come, said first man. I will, said first woman. And they walked out together into their new world.
We have finished reading the first book. Next are questions to test your comprehension. Ready?
Questions. Number 1. What was at the bottom of the deep dark pool? Number 2. What happened after a flash of lightning pierced the pool? Number 3. What did the snake see after water parted? Number 4. Why did the snakes decide to go to the earth? Number 5. What happened to the snakes when they reached the earth? Glossary. Blanket. B L A N K E T. Pool. P O O L. Spiked. S P I K E D. Coils. C O I L S. Delicate. D E L I C A T E. Storm. S T O R M. feathered. F E A T H E R E D. Crawl. C R A W L. Limbs. L I M B S. Beast. B E A S T.
I hope you had fun reading this book. Learned some new words and signs. We are now moving to the second book. Enjoy. King of the Birds. South African Folktale by Wihan Dijaga. Once long ago, the birds had a meeting. They wanted a king, just like people and animals. Which bird should be the king? Eagle. He is strong and kingly, said one bird. No, he has no crown, and when he calls, he sounds too sad, said another. Then ostrich, because he's the largest and roars like a lion, one called out. No, he can't fly. The king of the birds must be able to fly. I think I should be the king, said Peacock, fanning his tail. I am so beautiful. You are too proud, said all. I have the largest eyes of any bird. I should be the king. No, not you all, the other birds shouted. You go to sleep when the sun rises. And so they didn't get very far with choosing a king. Then one bird had an idea. The one who can fly the highest will be the king, she said. Yes, yes, all the birds shouted. And they flew up into the sky. Goose flew for one day, straight over the highest mountains in the world. Eagle flew for 2 days into the sky high above the mountains. But Vulture soared for 3 whole days without stopping, straight towards the sun. Far above them all, the birds heard Vulture cry, I am the highest! I am the king! But then just above him, Vulture heard a tiny voice. Tink, tink, tink. I am the highest. I am the king. It was Sid, the smallest bird of all. He had held on to the great wing feathers of Vulture as he soared into the sky. "You won't beat me again," said Vulture, and he flew straight up into the air. He flew up and up until he could fly no more. "I am higher than any other bird. I am your king," he cried. But out from under Vulture's wing crept the tiny bird. "Tink, tink, tink, tink. It is I, the smallest one. I am your king." Vulture was too exhausted to fly any further. So down he sailed, with the little bird under his wing. The other birds were furious with Sid. They waited for him, ready to pluck out all his feathers. But quick little Sid saw how angry the birds were and flew into an empty snake hole. The waiting birds told all, "With your big eyes, you must keep guard at the hole and catch him when he comes out." So all sat in front of the hole. But the sun was warm, and soon they all fell fast asleep. Little Sid peeped out of the snake hole. When he saw that all was asleep, he flew up and away. All was very ashamed that he had let the little bird escape. Now he only hunts at night. In the day, he sleeps, away from the sight of the other birds. Did you enjoy reading the book? What have you understood from the story? Let's have some questions. Questions. Number 1. Why did the birds want a king? Number 2. How many days did each bird fly? Number 3. Which bird flew the highest? Number 4. What was the name of the tiny bird? Number 5. Why were the birds angry with Sid? Glossary. Eagle. E-A-G-L-E. Ostrich. O-S-T-R-I-C-H. Fly. F-L-Y. Peacock. P-E-A-C-O-C-K. Fanning. F-A-N-N-I-N-G. Owl. Gowl. Goose. Goose. Vulture. Vulture. Exhausted. Exhausted. Furious. Furious. Peeped. Peeped. We are done for today. See you next time. Bye. Love you.
Test yourself in answering the questions in every storybook and get instant results. Visit ekitabu.com/TV and try it today.